little things work for us. So let me see, I got to back up here. There. The children getting on the school bus. That was, I think, last week. Last week.
Yep.
Children went back to school, some of them for the first time in almost 300 and some days. They had been homeschooled and everything else up until now. Finally got to go to in-place classes. Well, we welcome you to News from Home this month. We're doing something a little bit different. We're going to do it once a month, and we've asked people from all over the campus to send in messages or to share stories or to share pictures about what's going on in their place so that we can all sort of stay connected and see what's going on. So we have a lot of pictures and stories to share with you today. I should have had the camera on us, but I didn't, so I don't have to move it.
No, we're all set to go. See, that worked
There you
well.
go.
All right, we have a message from Bob Vandergalen, and Bob is the grounds manager for Miravida Living. He says, the grounds are about to go through the summer to fall transition. We have now removed the withering flowers from the pots around campus. We will be going to see our friends at Helmuth Farms this week to load up with some pumpkins, hay bales, and corn stalks. This will give us a fall festival look just in time for Halloween. I'm certain our resident squirrels will enjoy the corn cobs, probably taking some nibbles off the pumpkins as well.
If you notice in the picture, they've already started chewing on that pumpkin.
The summer proved to offer great conditions for our blooming flowers and plants around campus. I believe the begonias in front of Bethel enjoyed the weather the most, as the white and red flowers were brilliant this year. I hope the beauty of our grounds were enjoyed during bloom time. Hopefully you too will find enjoyment in the leaves turning as fall arrives.
That is one of the very special times on campus. We have a lot of crabapple trees, and they give us beautiful, beautiful colors. News from the Miravida campus. To be consistent with our purpose, Miravida Living must take every measure possible to reduce the risk faced by our residents, team members, and operations, including required COVID vaccinations. Effective November 1st, all staff will be required to have completed their vaccinations as a condition of employment. So that's a pretty big thing for us to do. And November 1st is coming soon.
And this is kind of fun. We like to share with you Miravida staff anniversaries, and it gives you a sense of how long some of our employees have been with us. So Desiree has been with us a year. Haley, who's at Eden Meadows, has been with us 2 years. Nora at Bethel has also been here 2 years, as has Sarah. Colleen, 3 years at Bethel. Eve is celebrating 4 years at Miravida Living. Lindsay has also been here 4 years. Kayla's been here 5. Tiffany's been here 6, and Deborah has been here for 30 years. So we have some long-time employees, don't we, David?
Yep, all starting in October.
All right.
We don't do resident length of time here, but we do celebrate resident birthdays. Yeah, yours is pretty soon. So birthdays for our campus in Simiana 1, Dolores, Dave, Beth, Donna, and Ron celebrate their birthday. In Simiana 2, Victoria celebrates her birthday. In Simiana 3, Nan, Sue, and Sally are celebrating their birthday. Over in Carmel, Lois, Ann, Beverly are celebrating their birthdays. I thought I saw someone that had the same date. No, I guess I was wrong. At Bethel Home this month, Constance, Barb, Paul, who is celebrating the big 80, Rita, James, Shirley, Donna, and Ron are all celebrating their birthdays. And at Eden Meadows, Nancy is celebrating her birthday. So happy birthday to all of you.
Yes. All right, we have a video coming up, and this is a favorite song of our resident Helen, her mother. This is from Marie, Beyond the Sunset by Hank Williams. Here's a beautiful tribute to Helen and her mom.
Okay, this is a song I'm going to sing for you guys, but it's my mom Helen's mother's, one of her favorite songs, and I'm sure you've heard of it. It's called Beyond the Sunset. So I'm just learning it, so I got my words here to go with. So, but I hope you guys are comfortable and enjoy the song. Beyond the sunset, oh blissful morning, with our Savior's heaven's just begun. Earth's toiling tended, oh glorious dawning, beyond the sunset, when day is done. Beyond the sunset, no clouds will gather, no storms will threaten, no fears annoy. O day of gladness, O day unending, beyond the sunset, eternal joy. Beyond the sunset, a hand will guide me to God the Father, whom I adore. His glorious presence, His words of welcome will be my portion on that fair shore. Beyond the sunset, oh glad reunion with our dear loved ones who've gone before. In that fair homeland, we'll know no parting, beyond the sunset, forevermore. Beyond the sunset, forevermore.
That was nice. Thank you, Marie. So these next two photos could be entitled God's Work, Our Hands. Because on God's Work, Our Hands Sunday, which was September 12th, 2021, the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, one congregation celebrated that day by freed in Christ to serve and love our neighbor. Service activities offered an opportunity for us to explore one of our most basic convictions as Lutherans, that all of life is all of life in Jesus Christ, every act of service and every daily calling in every corner of life flows freely from a living, daring confidence in God's grace. Families all over the country participated, but we have some photos from Carrie Kay, Miravida's Marketing and Communications Director, and her family. Together they made a "No So Not" blanket that reads, "You belong here, welcome home." This blanket will be sent to a refugee organization who provide resources for families getting settled here. They also created birthday blessing boxes for the food pantries. Each box included a cake mix, frosting, balloons, candles, a card, and a cake pan. Although we often think of the necessities when it comes to a food pantry, it's important the recipients have the opportunity to celebrate their birthdays as well. So we have some news from the photo galleries of the various places on our campus.
All right. There is an intersection in life where we move from being hesitant to talk about our age to being proud of it. Today, these elders celebrated how many years ago they enjoyed their last first day of school, or actually the beginning of their senior year. Calculating these numbers opened up vibrant conversations of school days and life experiences. It is a privilege to learn from the wisdom of these souls. Much like school, they continue to embrace the wonder, curiosity, learning, and joy that each day at Bethel Home brings. So this is Dolores.
Oh, wait. That was Peggy.
Oh.
62 years ago, she started senior year. Dolores, 76.
Kathleen, 71. All right. Amber, 79 years. Lorraine, 76.
She's as surprised as
right.
we are. I guess it doesn't say you completed it, right? No.
Well, that's true too, right?
Did you graduate? I sure did. Oh, of course you did. Went on to college too, didn't you? With honors.
All right. And Barb, 62 years.
Barb, there you are.
Up there, 62 years since your senior year in high school. Don, celebrating 65 years. And those years have gone fast, haven't they, everyone? Mary, 85 years.
So, who's younger than 85? That was a long time ago, Mary. Helen, are you out there? Helen, 76.
And Donna, it's been 72 years. And Joan, 72 years since the last first day of school. I love how that's phrased. And Bev, it's been 75 years. And Myra, 64 years. And I loved it. Everyone in those pictures were smiling, right? Proud of their age and their accomplishments.
In our photo gallery, we also have photos from the Eden Meadows Car Show, which is never a disappointment to the folks who attend. It's always a great time. And this year was no exception. Cars of all colors, shapes, sizes impressed our residents. Some very classic models and some very fancy ones were there. The gathering was a much-needed opportunity to browse the parking lot and enjoy some shop talk with other car lovers. The weather was beautiful that day, and it was one that many will remember. So that's a 66 Studebaker.
Ooh.
There they are out there having a good time.
All right.
Beverage cart. Ice cream. Yeah,
Ooh,
we
look
all
at
notice
that.
different things, don't we? So what, Charles, what year is that that Chevrolet? Is that a 56? It's in that period. Oh boy, that's a hopped up car.
Ooh, I like that yellow one. Ooh, look at that.
Now I don't know, I see this one driving around town a lot. Boy, they had a lot of them come out for it,
Ooh.
didn't they?
What a great turnout.
I think I've seen that one in our parking lot too, that Corvette.
Those are beauties, aren't they? People take a lot of pride in restoring them.
I wonder if that's her family around their car.
Looks like a perfect day for it, too.
I guess we'll see them again. Here we go.
And did you notice she had the poodle skirt on?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess that's what was different. She had her poodle skirt on. Yep. That was definitely the. Let's see. I've lost my place.
Page 3,
Okay,
and we just finished.
We're going
the
to dine
15
out,
yep,
aren't we?
Yep, we are going to dine out. Doesn't that sound good? Dining out is better together. Residents of Carmel enjoyed a recent night out together as they took in the conversation, fun, and delicious food.
They didn't tell us where they went. That looks like the Roxy.
That's
a
what I
little
was
bit.
thinking too. Does that look like the Roxy?
Looks like the Roxy
Yeah.
menu.
That's a favorite spot in town. Always
Yep.
busy, right?
Yep. Here's a late one. If you know June, it's likely because she lost track of time as she was talking with friends at her locker. First tardy of the year. Thank goodness it takes 3 before you get a detention. June, 82 years since she had her last first day of high school.
We have a video coming up. Miravida Strong Day combined with resident picnics. Here's another reminder that although the pandemic continues, our community is strong. Together as residents and staff, and of course God's help, our strength will continue through this. You'll also notice how much our campus loves the coloring book. Enjoy.
So why don't you read that again, because the
All
music was sort of
right.
over.
The video was uplifting Miravida Strong Day, and so combined with resident picnics. Here's another reminder that although the pandemic continues, our community is strong. Together as residents and staff, and of course, God's help, our strength will continue through this. You'll also notice how much our campus loves the color purple. And that was true, wasn't it? Yes.
So the Simiana residents didn't shy away from a night out on the town either. They gathered together and headed out to enjoy all that Oshkosh has to offer. This crew enjoyed drinks, dinner, and some fun off of the Miravida campus, together as friends and as neighbors. And let's see, I can't remember, I can't read the name of it right there.
Oh,
Mine
Mine
Shaft.
Shaft.
Oh, they went to the mine shaft. Oh,
Ah.
I've not been in there. That's why I didn't recognize it.
Yeah. All right, next up we have 3 photos. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. It was National Ice Cream Day this past month, and Bethel residents were happy to indulge. The tasty treat is argued to be most satisfying in the summer months, but Bethel residents are willing to practice eating their fair share all year long.
So did everybody get a pair of glasses, or did you have one that you shared? Those are outrageous.
Those are great. Looks like very good ice cream, too.
Yeah.
I love those glasses.
Those are good. You can just see the concentration going into this project. On the first Friday of every month, Julie Davids, owner of Home Care Assistance, offers Brian fitness classes, providing cognitive stimulation associated with long-term brain health benefits. So this is a program over at Carmel where they keep you active by keeping you busy.
We have 2 slides coming up. Did you know that cribbage was invented in the early 1600s by Sir John Suckling, an English poet, gamester, and gambler? To me, it seems like a way to keep my math skills up to speed. The good news is that even if the cribbage board didn't work out for these residents, they had some lovely nail time to pick up their spirits. And who doesn't feel great when they have freshly painted nails?
I was wondering how she got to nails.
To the nails.
Oh, I thought I was on the wrong slide. Oh, there we're playing cribbage.
All right.
Yeah, that's Bill.
Yep.
We couldn't make it through this broadcast without a recap of the Packer game last night. Thankfully, Angie and Laura were decked out in their Packer apparel that might have been what cinched the win. For those who don't know, the Green Bay Packers edged the San Francisco 49ers 30-28 with a game-winning field goal by Mason Crosby as time expired, going down the field in 37 seconds, I believe it was.
What a nail biter of a finish. Up next, we have a video. Our residents know the importance of moving, but they seem to find a way to make it fun. Here's a peek at our Bethel exercise session in the chapel. Feel free to follow along and get your body in motion.
It's your whole body. It's your whole body. Out. Oh, let's do 3 more. Out. You guys are doing so good. 2. How about just one more. And out. And back.
Good
All
job.
right.
I think some of you have assigned seating. Shamba Safari is a drive-through only wildlife park in the Neshkoro, Wisconsin. 75 acres, approximately 2 miles of road with animals from all over the world. Some who may look like they may want to ride alongside of you cover the park. Recently, Carmel and Simiana residents enjoyed the adventure together. The journey took our residents and drivers up close and personal with animals from all over the world. It was a day of excitement, possibilities, and fun. So don't get to have zebras walk up to your car too often.
No, you don't. That's pretty cool that it's in our area.
Yeah, there's camel. Feeding the giraffe. Well, that's pretty cool. So there's some human critters. Well, I don't think that's a doe. Those got pretty big antlers. Yeah. I think that's an ibex. I don't know why I think that.
Oh, I'll take your word for it.
That's a Simiana resident. They must have really had a good time feeding the giraffe.
Oh, look at that.
It doesn't look like the driver is all that happy about that, does she? Hey, back off a little bit there. Uh-oh.
Oh, David.
So, one of the things we did was we challenged people to send in groaners. Well, we didn't get any, but we've got a couple of our own.
We
So
sure
before
do.
we share ours, I remind you that if you think you can do better, send them our way and we'll include them in the competition here. But for today, let's see, we got an intro to this. We're getting fancy here. That's what it's going to look like when you hear mine.
Yes,
But ladies
indeed.
first.
Well, all right. Thank you very much. And for those who are in our audience, please feel free to groan, okay? All right. So I'm challenging Chaplain David. What do you get when you cross a shark with a cow?
A shark with a cow. A fish that doesn't know his utter business?
Oh, that was pretty good. I have no idea, but I wouldn't try milking it. All right,
I
now you
heard
got-
there was a genuine
yeah,
groan
there
out there for that.
was.
You may have it today.
All right,
All right.
Chaplain David.
So, you know police work is harder in some places than in others. For instance, what was the first question the detective from the Arctic National Protection Agency asked his suspect?
I do not know.
Where were you on the night of September to March 2021?
Oh,
I need to get over this. Get over to the,
I don't know.
whoops, got to get the camera over there. Come on, camera. Okay, here we go. We're going to do this again. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Bad, huh? Do we still need to keep working on our Groner Challenge jokes? Yes.
Well, here's the thing. If you think you can do better,
You're welcome to, yeah.
send them in. Moving along. This is a resident showcase. And I think you got it.
All right. This is a story of enduring friendship. The interview and photos are by Mimi Mackey. He's been like an angel in my life, always looking out for me. Kathy Watson, a resident at Miravida Living's Bethel home, wiped the tears away and smiles as she shared her story of friendship with Bethel resident Charles Dake. It was 13 years ago when I was sitting in church and sharing the pew with Charles, whom I really didn't know at the time. I slumped over, suffering a stroke, and it was Charles that took charge and had them call for an ambulance. After I recovered, I became more involved as a volunteer with the Salvation Army and became a Salvation Army soldier. It changed my life for the better, I might add, and there was Charles, who was also a Salvation Army volunteer. Charles Dake was in charge of driving the Salvation Army trucks and vehicles. For many years, Kathy and Charles were a team, delivering the services from the Salvation Army. Charles would always make sure I was safe, having me sit in the passenger seat to keep an eye on me. We were a great team. His sense of humor always kept me laughing. When we would complete our trip, I would be the last person he'd drop off here on campus at my Simiana apartment and make sure I got up to my apartment safely. He has one of the kindest hearts I know. The feeling is mutual as Charles shares his memories of Kathy. In the Salvation Army, you always travel with a buddy, always two of you together for safety. Kathy was my travel buddy and my friend. We would pick up food donations together from the local merchants and deliver them back to our Salvation Army kitchens to feed the hungry. We did this for many years. Now, years later, they are residing on the second floor and across the hall from each other. Kathy shares, "When I saw Charles here, I thought, he's looking out for me again." Even now, they enjoy eating breakfast together in the dining hall and sitting out by the pond in the memorial garden together. Kathy muses, "Who'd have ever thought we'd end up here, together again?" Coincidence? Kathy says no. God placed him in my life for a reason, and I'm so thankful for this beautiful friendship. When asked for the one word to describe each other and their friendship, Charles smiled and replied, "Enduring. Our friendship is deep and enduring." Kathy agrees and then said, "Patient. Charles is so patient with everyone." Then she throws her head back, laughing and with tears in her eyes, adds, "Hope. He's the kind of person who gives you hope in this world." What a beautiful story. Thank you, Charles and Kathleen, for sharing this with us.
Well, that wraps up our show for today, except I always want Nancy to have the last word by sharing her, I think I said the duck swimming across the pond joke, but it's the chicken crossing the road joke, right?
Always have to have a crossing the road joke to end with, right? It's amazing how many there are. So, why did the duck cross the road? Don't know, right, Barb?
He's all quacked up. I don't know.
Well, Yeah, kind of. Why did the duck cross the road? Because it thought it was a chicken.
Oh,
Oh, that brought out
Oh.
some good groans
that-
and
that one.
tomatoes.
yeah, I agree.
It's fun to be with you all wherever you are.
And we hope you have a good day and have enjoyed seeing the pictures of the different people and things that we've been doing on our campus this past month. See you next time. Or maybe we'll have to get some applause in here.
Oh, I like that idea.
Some canned applause. Yay! Yeah, I think there's one up at the table up there. Your pen is probably the one that I was using.